Hello and welcome to Fundamentals of Ignite UI. In this part of the course, you'll soon become acquainted with all of the details of Ignite UI, from what's offered in the toolset to how to download, install, and get help using the controls and components. Ignite UI, made by Infragistics, is a series of productivity and data visualization controls, which are based off of jQuery UI and jQuery Mobile, which not all competing products can say. Whether you're building public websites, intranet, or mobile sites, Ignite UI has a collection of the best performing controls on the market. And as for the box, well, there's a lot in the box. Doesn't it seem like as soon as you place data on a table, users want to interact with it, just like Excel? Well, the Ignite UI IG grid is a jQuery UI based grid, which is tailor-made for editing, sorting, selecting, filtering, and creating customized views of data in the grid. Other features include continuous virtualization and interfacing with flexible data source components that make working with the grid truly flexible. Based off of the flat IG grid, the IG hierarchical grid is optimized for displaying and managing hierarchical data. The grid supports multiple bands, load on demand, and continuous virtualization, among many other features. The IG pivot grid control works as a business intelligence tool that lets you slice and dice multidimensional data in an OLAP cube or data warehouse. The Ignite UI chart features a set of interactive controls that situate perfectly into contexts as diverse as scientific as well as business applications. There are a series of editor controls that range from date, numeric, currency, text, percent, and even password types. Beyond the single-purpose editors, the IG HTML editor is a composite control that gives you all the editing capabilities you need to create and modify HTML markup in your application. The IG combo is a flexible combo control that allows you to create custom layouts and have custom interactions with individual list items. Whether you need to bind to shape files or want to interface with Google, Bing, or OpenStreetMaps, the IG map control features layers and a number of different performance optimizations to make adding maps to your application easy. The IG tree control allows you to work with hierarchical menu data and controls how nodes load, expand, and are selected. While there are a number of frameworks in Ignite UI, one of the most valuable frameworks is the loader. The loader component loads IG UI specific script and CSS files, as well as custom files that you can configure. I want to point out something specific here that you'll find throughout this course, as well as in the Ignite UI documentation. When something is referred to as a control, this means there's a UI component to the widget. A component, by contrast, is a widget that has no corresponding UI counterpart. In this instance, the script loader is not seen by the user, and so it's considered a component because it has no UI. The IG data source component is the underlying foundation of all the Ignite UI data-bound controls. Many times you'll never know that you're using the data source component, as the controls often instantiate it behind the scenes. But the better you know the data source component, the better you can understand all the Ignite UI data-bound controls. Extracting data from the controls into common data formats is the goal of a number of the remaining frameworks. The Infragistics Documents framework allows you to create PDF and XPS files. Infragistics Excel takes your data into Microsoft Excel formats. And Infragistics Word allows you to generate Microsoft Word documents directly from Ignite UI controls. The last in the line of the frameworks is the templating engine, which is invaluable when working with data-bound controls. There are a number of controls that help users interact fluidly with your applications. The IG dialog window helps create modal and non-modal windows. The file upload control supports multiple and single file uploads with cancellation abilities and themable progress bars. Sometimes ratings are done with more than just stars. The IG rating control allows you to create custom rating experiences for your users. Now, up until this point, everything that I've showed you is basically the desktop type of controls. Certainly, you can use any of the controls that I've reviewed up until this point in a mobile context, but from here on out, these are controls that are specifically tailored for mobile applications. The mobile list view creates large hit areas and common item level attributes that make it easy to assign the item image, title, and details. In the same spirit as the desktop rating control, the mobile version makes assigning rating values flexible in precision, layout, and theming. Buttons are essential to mobile apps, and Ignite UI includes a host of button controls that help you communicate state as well as prompt for action. The mobile checkbox comes in an individual control as well as in a group. As you can see from the example at the bottom of the screenshot, the notion of a checkbox is able to be presented in a number of different ways. In the same spirit as the checkbox, the radio button exists by itself as well as in a group. The mobile slider control allows you to specify ranges and incremental values along the sliding scale. The text box works just as well with text as it does with numerical values. In just about every mobile application, you seem to have settings or on and off switches in the app, and the toggle switch control provides a mobile optimized way to provide this interface. The mobile select menu offers a pop-up or drop-down context menu for user selection. And as you begin to lay out your mobile apps, there are a number of different controls in Ignite UI that can help you support any design. The page component allows you to designate the element in your HTML as a mobile page. The page helps support page-to-page transitions as a container for the rest of the page's controls. Supporting widgets include the header and footer components. The collapsible set control provides an accordion behavior, which includes the ability to group items together if you wish. The page content control creates an element marked with the role of a page and includes an associated MVC wrapper. The pop-up control allows you to create pop-up menus as well as add animation and custom layouts to the content you're presenting to the user. To help support navigation scenarios, the link control gives you the ability to prefetch the destination page. And finally, the navbar control allows you to create and customize navigation menu sets for your applications.